When looking into Topuria's defeat of Max Holloway, he was trying to time the long jab and the 1-1-2 with the overhand right by slipping to the inside. He could either slip to the inside and throw an overhand, or slip to the inside and rip a left hook to the body or a left uppercut to the head. It was a basic jab versus jab battle for the most part. There you could see the overhand again when they kind of crash the pocket and go into the distance. You'll see Topuria try to catch Holloway there, circling away with that big left hook, and then Holloway's able to back just enough out of distance to come back in with the signature 1-2, playing the Matador against the Matador in a way. Holloway threw a rear leg kick without a setup there and almost got caught with a 1-2, as you could see that Topuria was already measuring the distance. Then he was able to crash inside by slipping inside the jab and come back with his signature barrage of punches, which usually punctuates with a left hook or an overhand right. Here you'll see the finishing sequence without the finishing sequence in a way, where Topuria is able to crash inside and parry the rear hand of Holloway with the left hook to follow up with the right hand. He then settles his hips and throws a big left hook that grazes Holloway due to the fact that he was just outside of range for perfect connection. Topuria getting better at timing the lead hand of Holloway, where he's able to just throw the jab and come over the top of Holloway's jab with the right hand. He tries to come in again with a right cross and a left hook, but they both kind of circle and pivot out of the way of each other. Topuria has some of the best application of the shoulder roll, allowing the right hand of his opponents to just graze off of his lead shoulder, and the first time we saw this was in the Josh Emmett fight, at least to its highest level of success. You can counter the counter as an opponent tries to slip inside of your jab and throw a right hand by cutting an angle and firing back with your own right cross in order to be able to beat them if they do miss the initial shot. Again, as we talked about earlier, using head movement and feints but not setting up the leg kicks with any punches allows for Holloway to time the entrance with the 1-1-2. The brief stance switch to southpaw to the lead leg stomp to the knee is something I think Holloway should have used a lot more, because it would stop Topuria from being able to get the outside angle against the opposite stance for the brief time he was in that southpaw position. And now for the finishing sequence, the slap left hook to the right hand as Holloway was kind of squared in his stance, which rocks Holloway, probably the worst aside from Poirier in his entire career, and Topuria goes on the prowl. And as Holloway's hurt, he goes with a left hook to a right hand, which allows him to step in and settle his hips, really to get power in that finishing shot, which is that left hook that puts Holloway down for the TKO victory. Shout out to El Matador for finishing Max Blessed Holloway.